Today on the Trent Out Loud Podcast. He's going to be in jail probably for the rest of his life. So what does he care about letting lawsuits pile up? This is huge breaking news. What up? It's your boy Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. I got a jam-packed show for you guys. There's so much information and so much news that I got to tell you. We cannot waste no time. Get your ear pods in, get your headphones on, turn your devices up. I'm about to start the show. Let's go. Diageo settles their racism lawsuit with Diddy. This is such a major announcement. Unfortunately, I don't have any audio or pictures. I just have a report. I'm going to read the report to you in a second, but I just want to bring you guys up to speed. We all are aware of all of Diddy's sexual allegations and those lawsuits that he's settling. And I'm sure also you are all aware how many deals Diddy has lost because of those lawsuits. He had to step down from his position at Revolt. He's lost, I think they said 16 or 17 other deals as a result of the sexual allegations and the civil suits that he had to pay out to these girls accusing Diddy of sexual assault. Now, when it comes to Diageo, him actually settling means that they came to some sort of financial resolution. That's a mini win for Diddy. Apparently, like I said, I'll read to you in a second. There's no details, but I'm sure in the days to come, we are going to get a little bit more details. But the fact that they settled, that means that there was a settlement. So this is a small win for Diddy after months and months of losses. As previously reported, Diddy had accused Diageo of racial discrimination and neglecting his DeLeon tequila brand. In May 2003, Sean Diddy Combs went ahead and officially filed a lawsuit against Diageo in New York Supreme Court, claiming that the company had neglected the spirits under joint control, specifically Ciroc and DeLeon. Combs alleged that Diageo had not provided the same level of marketing and promotion to Ciroc and DeLeon as its other brands in its portfolio. Furthermore, he claimed that the company had undermined the business by marketing Ciroc and DeLeon as a quote-unquote urban liquor rather than appealing to the general market. In response to Diddy's lawsuit, Diageo filed a motion to dismiss the case the following month, while also stating that it would no longer be working with Combs. The company urged that Diddy had failed to fulfill his obligations as agreed upon in previous agreements. Diageo, known for distributing renowned liquor brands such as Johnnie Walker and Captain Morgan, defended its marketing strategies and denied all allegations of racial discrimination. Despite the initial tension between the two parties, Diageo and Diddy have now reached an agreement. Both parties announced the news Tuesday morning. Now, let me read you the press release. Combs and Diageo have now agreed to resolve all disputes between them, the two parties said in a statement released Tuesday. Diageo is now the sole owner of Ciroc vodka and DeLeon tequila, two brands Combs had promoted in the past, and has no business relationship with Combs going forward. Wow. That is crazy. That is unbelievable. I am shocked. They must have paid Diddy off because Diddy is in so much hot water, and I'm sure Diddy is probably needing money to pay off all these other lawsuits. This is huge news. I don't know what to say. I am never at a loss for words. This is one of the biggest falls in American business history, man. Like this is crazy to me. Diddy's for the past 10 years or maybe even 15 years, Diddy's been making his money from Ciroc. I mean, Diddy, of course, made his name in music with Bad Boy Records, et cetera, et cetera. But if you go into Diddy's, worth, his money came from Ciroc, and DeLeon and his business ventures in liquor. For that to be completely now owned by Diageo, and he's totally out the game. I don't know what to say. Diddy, there must be a lot more going on behind the scenes. I have asked the question a bunch of times on this podcast. All of these civil suits that are going after Diddy, what's going on with the criminal suits? Where are the criminal charges? They have all this evidence for him to be paying out all these civil suits. Where are the criminal suits? I feel like this news is an indication of what's to come. And Diddy knows that there's going to be criminal charges laid upon him, and he wants to get out while he can now. He can get more money now than he can being found guilty on charges or possibly being in jail. This is huge breaking news. I will continue to follow the story and let you guys know what else develops. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you disagree with me? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is just an easy settlement and they're going on their ways and Diddy's going to be sitting on the beach and nothing is happening. Let me know what you guys think. Or do you agree with me and you think that this is the beginning of the end? Diddy is selling all his things off. He is liquidating as much as he can now because he knows that the worst is yet to come, and this is just the beginning, and he's trying to get as much cash as he can now. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I am still blown away by this. Let me know what you guys think. Drake fires back at Mos Def after Mos Def says that Drake isn't hip hop.
Like, is Drake hip hop?
Drake is pop to me.
Drake got on his Instagram stories and made this post.
Hip hop is a culture. It's a way of life. The way you dress, the way you talk, the way you walk, break dancing, rhymes, stage show.
I really like the clip that he put up because that is exactly what I was saying to you guys yesterday, is that hip hop is not just rapping. Hip hop encompasses everything that has to do with the culture. So to say that somebody isn't hip hop because they do something outside of the genre of rapping, as long as you fall within the culture, whether you're a graffiti artist, whether you're a hip hop dancer, whether you're whatever it is you're doing within the culture, that makes you hip hop. So that was just an ignorant statement by Mos Def. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you like that Drake responded? Would you have preferred him to just ignore it? Or do you like the subtle nudge that he gave back to Mos Def? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. R.Kelly owes a plaintiff $10.5 million and says he has no idea the lawsuit even existed because he, quote, can't read or understand words beyond that of a grade schooler. This is a wild story. How do you not know that you have a court case going on? And how do you not know that you have a judgment against you and you owe somebody $10 million? Like, this is, I have heard of bad excuses, but this is ridiculous, man. Even people that can't read can know $10.5 billion. Like, give me a break. Anyways, let me read you the story. A group of women sued R.Kelly and his manager, Darnell Roswell, alleging they were responsible for trying to shut down a December 2018 screening of Surviving R.Kelly by faking a mass shooting threat. The women were awarded $10.5 million, and R.Kelly's manager was sentenced to 20 months in prison. However, R.Kelly said that he was never made aware of the suit, and even if he was, he couldn't read it anyways. R.Kelly says, I would not have been able to understand the lawsuit or distinguish it from many other legal documents that I received. It all looks the same to me, Kelly said in courtroom documents. I rely on my lawyers to explain things to me because I cannot read or understand words beyond that of a grade schooler. Kells maintained that if he knew about the lawsuit, he would have defended himself against it rather than allowing the lawsuit to take place. What can I say to stories like this? These are the kind of reports that I have to just give you guys a report and I don't have a take to give because there's nothing that can be said. You know, R. Kelly has fallen from graces. He's in jail for the next 30 years. He is broke. He has 20, 30 lawsuits against him, to the point where this guy doesn't even know the lawsuits that are being placed against him. And the truth is that he just doesn't have money to pay a lawyer, and that's why he doesn't even know the lawsuits that are coming to him. I mean, he knows that he's going to be in jail probably for the rest of his life. So, what does he care about letting lawsuits pile up? This means nothing to him. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you believe R.Kelly can't read, and this lawsuit, he would have loved to have fought this lawsuit? Or do you know the truth and you know that he just has no money, he can't afford to fight anything, and he's just lying? Niecy Nash wins big at the Emmys and delivers an amazing acceptance speech. Woo! I love me some Niecy Nash. Listen to my girl's acceptance speech.
And you know who I want to thank? I want to thank me for believing in me and doing what they said I could not do. Go on, girl, with your bad self. I accept this award on behalf of every black and brown woman who has gone unheard yet over-policed, like Glenda Cleveland, like Sandra Bland, like Breonna Taylor.
Woo! I love me some Niecy Nash. Donald Trump wins big at the GOP Iowa caucus and takes a lead of close to 52%. There's people out there that are like, Donald Trump, he's never going to win. Oh, look at all his lawsuits, whatever. Donald Trump has supporters that will follow him to hell and back. He is going to be the nominee of the Republican Party. He runs that party. And you want to know what's even scarier? I'm going to play a video of Donald Trump winning yesterday at the Iowa caucus. And I want you guys to listen closely to this video and let me know if you hear some different words and a different tone that Donald Trump is taking. And to me, this is the most scariest part.
Well, I want to thank everybody. This has been some period of time, and most importantly, we want to thank the great people of Iowa. Thank you. We love you all. What a turnout, what a crowd. And I really think this is time now for everybody, our country, to come together. We want to come together, whether it's Republican or Democrat or liberal or conservative. It would be so nice if we could come together and straighten out the world and straighten out the problems and straighten out all of the death and destruction that we're witnessing. That's practically never been like this. It's just so important, and I want to make that a very big part of our message. We're going to come together. It's going to happen soon, too. It's going to happen soon.
Did you hear Donald Trump use the word united? Did you hear Donald Trump reaching across the aisle? Did you hear Donald Trump use words like coming together? These are words that you don't hear very often from Donald Trump, and that is scary. Donald Trump knows that he has his base and he knows that he has the people who are going to ride for him. But he also knows that he has a lot of people that are on the fence and don't really like him. But those people also don't really like Joe Biden. And Joe Biden is not out here campaigning, and he's in the White House, and he's not really pushing the Democratic Party forward. Donald Trump knows this. He is holding himself back to try to get those undecided voters so that the Trump supporters can now say, look at him, he wants to reach across the aisle. Look at him, he's calm. Look at him, he wants a united America. Yo, this is scary, scary, scary. I'm telling you guys right now, Donald Trump has a very, 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 very big chance of being the president. He has a big chance of winning. The Democratic Party, a lot of people don't like Joe Biden, man. A lot of people out here are not for Joe, and Joe is not doing anything to convince those people otherwise. So this is going to be a very, very interesting race. I want to know if Donald Trump can keep up this nice guy act. And I want to know if this is going to wake up the Democratic Party, if this is going to wake up Joe Biden, and we're going to start seeing him come out here and start campaigning and reminding people that Donald Trump has 4 court cases against them and around 90 or 92 charges. Anyways, this is an election year. This is going to be a long battle between these two people, and I'm really interested to see the developments. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think that Donald Trump is actually going to maintain this nice guy act? I'm talking about he wants to unite the country. Do you think that Joe Biden is going to finally wake up and come out swinging and start campaigning? And finally, let me know in the comment section below, if Donald Trump is the winner and Joe Biden, who do you think is going to be the next president of the United States of America? All right, this brings us to quick news and story updates. Happy birthday to Aaliyah. Aaliyah would have been 45 years old today. Yo, I miss Aaliyah, man. Saweetie and YG have officially ended their relationship. Halle Bailey releases underwater pregnancy video and pictures. Yo, for 9 months, Halle hid her pregnancy from the world, and now that she delivered the baby, it's pictures and videos everywhere. This is ridiculous. Boosie Badass reveals upcoming wedding date with his fiance. Shout out to Boosie. Young Miami was spotted in Atlanta with her ex, Southside. I think Young Miami is doing this on purpose with her ex. I think her and Diddy are still together, but it will hurt her publicly, of course, ever even being seen with Diddy or being tied to him romantically. So I think she's going out with her ex to make people think that she's not with Diddy anymore. Anyways, congratulations to Rick Ross. Apparently, Rick Ross is the father of a baby girl. He hasn't announced it, but the baby mama has announced it. Shout out to the Canadian government. Drake's dad has finally been let back into Canada after being banned for 15 years. Update on Blueface's legal issues. Blueface will remain in jail till July 2024. I just want to keep it real. I didn't even know Blueface was in jail, and I do an entertainment podcast. I digress. Janet Jackson has announced her tour, and her special guest is going to be Nelly, for you Janet Jackson fans out there. Draymond Green gets booed his first game back after suspension. That's crazy. And Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 has officially hit 1 million copies. Congratulations to Nicki Minaj. All right, that brings us to question of the day. I have one question for you guys today. What is your most memorable concert you've ever been to, and why? For me, I don't really have like a memorable concert that stands out. But I'm going to say, Jay-Z, Drake, and Usher and Kanye. I hate when I give my own answers to my own questions and I wimp out and I don't even give an answer. Okay, fine. Trent, man up here. I'm going to choose one. I'm going to say Drake. I'm going to say, Usher and Kanye. And just my little highlight is the fact that I saw Jay-Z in concert, but it was in Toronto. I had first moved to Toronto in the music industry, and a girl I was dating was a radio personality, and she got us front row tickets to see Usher. And that's when Kanye was new on the scene. I think he had maybe late registration had came out. So just think that I got to see Kanye in one of his first concerts. He wasn't even headlining. He was just Usher's special guest. So that was memorable just for the significance of it in the landscape of music. Kanye now is a huge global icon, but at that time he was just Usher's special guest. So that was my most memorable concert, and why. All right, in sports news, the Eagles lost to Tampa Bay. Buffalo beat Steelers, and Jason Kelce is reportedly retiring. The Eagles game was ridiculous. I mean, listen, Tampa is a decent team, but for Eagles to have gone, I think it was 10-1 was in the beginning of the season, to have lost their last 5 games and then to just lose in the wild card game. This is why I always say to you guys that the NFC sucks. You have your 2 almost best teams lose in the wild card. I mean, Philly and Dallas are already out. I mean, this is ridiculous, man. San Francisco, is going to be playing in the division playoffs this weekend. I hope they don't wet the bed like how Philadelphia and Dallas did. But coming out of the NFC, I really think that Green Bay has a big chance, man. I think it might be Green Bay against San Francisco in the NFC Championship. Talking about Buffalo, that was a good game against Steelers. Buffalo pretty much led the way. We knew they were going to win. This makes me a little bit nervous because now that means Kansas City has to play Buffalo in Buffalo. The weather is not going to be a factor because they're both used to be in playing in cold weather. But you know me, man. Yo, I'm nervous with Kansas City. That's my team. They haven't been playing well. They played better last week. I just don't know. I feel like they're on different trajectories, right? Like Josh Allen and Buffalo didn't play well in the beginning of the year, and they ended off the year really strong. And Kansas City was a reverse. They started off the year really well and then declined kind of like in the end. So it makes me very, very nervous. I think whoever wins this game will go to Super Bowl, because although I love the Ravens and that's who I'll be going for, I just think Buffalo and Kansas City have way too much experience, and Lamar Jackson and Baltimore just don't have the experience that these two have. So if Kansas City could make it past Buffalo, please, 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 Lord, help me. I really think that they will get into the Super Bowl and beat whatever team in the NFC, man. Whoever wins AFC is winning Super Bowl. And Jason Kelce retiring. Jason Kelce is Travis Kelce's older brother. We all knew that this was going to be happening. It was talked about throughout the season. Big Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champion. He did his thing in the league. We talk more about Jason because, him and Travis and the mom and the commercials and the excellent podcast, they have. And of course, all the accolades that he's had as an O-lineman. You don't really hear like us talking about centers and O-linemen that much. Jason kind of like revolutionized the position. So anyway, shout out to Jason Taylor, Jason Kelce. But more importantly, this weekend, lining up to be another excellent sports weekend, and go Kansas City, go. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trent Out Loud. Peace! For more Trent Out Loud content, you can follow us on all social platforms at Trent Out Loud, and you could subscribe, download, or listen to the Trent Out Loud podcast wherever you listen to your podcast, and you could watch us on YouTube. Go to signupexpert.com/Trent. And then once you sign up for all betting apps and get all your bonuses and get all your rewards, go to your app store and download BetStamp and use promo code TOL.